Hey, what's going on, guys? How y'all doing today? I hope you guys are having a good one. I am making my way through the campaign of CarX Street, and I'm loving it so far. But I wanted to bring you guys a couple tips today. And one thing that I've found that has helped me massively through this game that not a lot of YouTubers are talking about. I keep seeing a lot of people saying that, oh, if you want to compete with the AI in this game, you guys need to up your horsepower, up your horsepower, up. Horsepower, yes, it's important, but I don't see anybody talking about this. I have not seen a single YouTuber talk about the aerodynamics in this game. Check this out. Come to your aerodynamics. The only thing that this changes is your rating of your car. You can get into any as long as your rating is what their stats are or higher. It doesn't matter how there is no cap on rating as far as I've seen. But you can see right here, C3 249. I have this car maxed out for the C3 class. I can go all the way back to stock. It doesn't change anything. Upgrade your aerodynamics on the front. I haven't needed to on the rear because I converted this car to all-wheel drive. That's another thing that will help you. Get yourself an all-wheel drive or get something like, a car you like, convert it to all-wheel drive, and then get racing plus tires. I maxed out the aero, so I'm not even going to show, the stats or anything like that. And then, as you can see here, I converted to all-wheel drive, so that way I got a lot more grip. The rear end isn't sliding out from me when I'm going around corners, so there's really no... I didn't upgrade the rear aero just because I didn't need it. It'll probably help to do that too, say when you get up into like C5 or C6. But another thing I went and did was I upped all of my suspension parts. Everything's ultimate within the suspension. Another thing that's going to massively help you is brakes. Your brakes will greatly improve your win ratio. Just trust me on this, because one of the biggest issues I had was not being able to stop before corners and not be able to handle through corners to compete with the AI. The AI just kept whooping me race after race after race, and I had to keep restarting and I was basically depending on the AI to crash to win races, like say towards the end of C1 and the beginning of C2. And then I went and changed to racing plus tires, upgraded my brakes, upgraded all the suspension. I lowered it one notch on my tuning, front and rear, didn't mess with the stabilizers, dropped a notch on the camber on each end, maxed my steering angle because this is going to allow you to turn your tires a lot further, so when you're going through corners, your tires are going to turn much more. And I did upgrade some of the engine stuff, but this is much later after I've gotten more money and I've just been, but like here you can see, I really haven't upgraded much on this car. I did the exhaust, the block's still stock, cylinder head stock, the ignition or the fuel system I upgraded, intake manifold stock, camshafts are still stock, turbo still stock. You can see I haven't done hardly anything for horsepower. The only thing I did was enough to max it out for the class, and then I tuned everything to what I could, what I could get to the max, and that's it. I have not done anything else, and ever since I've upgraded the suspension components, brakes, the racing tires, and the aerodynamics, I have only had to restart 2 races in like the past 60 or 70 races. I just went through 2 of the C3 championships, and I only had to restart twice. Once was when one of the traffic cars pulled out in front of me, and then another time was like I was going into the last corner, and one of the AI drivers for the campaign pit maneuvered me in the last corner, and then I literally went into a barrier, and all 3 of them passed me. But I just wanted to maybe help a few people out. If I could help 5 people out learning some stuff within this game. And I know it seems like it, once you hear me say it, it's common sense, but there's really no YouTubers talking about what upgrades to change in this game. I just keep seeing everybody in comments saying about horsepower. Horsepower, like, look at the handling this thing has. You can turn so much better with the racing tires and then the front downforce. That front downforce is like a huge help. And then I'll show you the brakes on this car were horrible. It was like I would slam on the brakes and I would just, it was like how the Crew is. You just keep going and going and going like the Crew 2. I think they updated a little bit in Motorfest, but watch how fast I can stop now. This is all brakes, no downshifting. Much, much better. But if I did help you out, drop a comment down below and let me know. Also, I will be coming out with another drift build video probably later on today if I can get time to record. I'm going to show the build. I did a 240SX build. I don't know the actual in-game name, but I will be bringing my next drift build video on, and this one's going to be like an intermediate budget, and I'm probably going to save up, I don't know, another like 200,000 or 300,000, and I'm gonna like do like an intermediate build, so that way if you've made it a little bit into the game, you can kind of like get an idea of where to start from. Also, another thing, if you guys are looking to make a good drift build, do not start with the C1 if you're broke. Like, say you are rank 20 or whatever, you blew a bunch of money, you got 300 or 400 grand right now in the bank. If you have access to a car that's got much more horsepower, go get that, because I got one of the deluxe BMWs. I went around drifting in it with no upgrades. No suspension, no engine upgrades, no nothing, and I can just grab the controller, turn the traction control off, and go around the city and drift the car stock. No angle, no nothing, no camber, nothing's changed on the car. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and hop out of here. I hope you all have a great day, and I will catch you in the next video.